What up, y'all? It is your homie Everyone Produces. The video here that we are doing today is on using automation, effects, and sends and returns within your MPC 3 workflow. Let's just get started. So a send is basically you have a couple of ways of putting effects on a thing. So if we're in our track mix, you know, we have our volume, right? We have our kick and our rim shot going, correct? You can turn on effects and you can put an effect directly on it. Say I wanted to put a reverb on here, you know. We'll go to a reverb. So one thing that is an issue with this is, first of all, it really heavily saturates it. Even if I turn down the mix a lot, since it's directly on the channel, it really saturates it quite a bit. This is not generally how engineers would make something. So I'm just going to take that off. Alternately, you have sends. And if you put the second Q link, this controls these knobs. Say I have my rim shot selected. That controls how much volume of this it's going to send to the other channel that is the send. Let me explain. If you go back to our tracks and you go all the way over to returns, the send sends it to the return. Now, the returns by default, the first one has reverb and the second one has delay. And let's just put this delay time on 1/4 triplets, just so it's a little off. Feedback's pretty good. You leave your mix generally at a 100 with the sends, because that way the reverb or whatever it is working at the full amount. Let's just turn the size of this pretty good, the time. We'll turn it to 3.9 and we're going to make it a bigger Philharmonic, yeah. Now, to show you the sends in action, let's go back over to our mix. Start with rim shot, okay? And we have it on the second Q link, so these knobs control our sends. Hear that reverb when I turn it up? It's like... And now the second one's gonna go to the delay. All right, cool. And then go over here, the kick. Goes to the same one. So, is this making sense? The first send, regardless of what track it's on, sends to the first return, which has reverb on it. The second send, regardless of what track it's on, goes to the second return, which has delay on it. And now that's just by default. You can change what effect it has on it, and you can add more for 3 or 4. So you can ultimately have 4 sends, and you can also automate them as well. This is how you turn on automation. You press Shift, automation. Automation is on for the whole thing. You want to be very careful about not leaving this on by accident. You know, because if you do, it's going to do things. It'll do things when you just play start, and they're very hard to undo. So just be careful and always know that that's turned on when it's turned on, and then turn it off as soon as you're done with it. But my automation is turned on. Like I said, I went to Shift and hit this button below the step sequencer or automation underneath. So check this out. We'll just do it just for funsies. Why not? I'm going to turn this down. Well, hold on. Yeah, turn it down. I'm going to turn on my automation. Automation is now to right. Okay, now that part's automated, right? But maybe I want to add a little delay automation as well. All right, and then I can do the same with the kick. And you can just mangle garble things up however you want, you know. All right, so now let's stop that. Let's carefully turn our automation off. Watch this. I hope that helps. Just understanding sends and effects. Appreciate y'all watching. Until next time, my friends. I produce, you produce, everyone produces. Let's get better.
Everyone produces.